evening session, and a Sunday evening session means ask AiR anything that you like. Sip Siri, Sip Dasi, Sip Siva, Sip Ru Mataji. Sip Rajanand, Sip Atmanand, Sip Krishna, Sip Samatma. Sip Girija, Sip Siva, Sip Anand Ki Khoj, Sip Prakash. Sip Bliss, Sip Girish Anand, Sip Ashok Chotwani, Sip Kumar, Sip Deepatma, Sip Premchandji, Sip Harshal, Sip Das, Sip Ahem Atma, Sip Sita, Sip Ritu, Sip Soham, Sip Kamalji, Sip Sanjay. Others who are slowly crawling into the call. Welcome to you all. Welcome to a Sunday evening interesting session. I always believe when we have an open session, we have interesting questions coming from different people from different sides. So let us get started. Who has a question to ask? Remember, if you ask a question at 8, I will wait. But if you ask a question at 9, I can't guarantee you will be in line. So at 8, I'm at your service. Take your time. I'm having my herbal tea. Ask AiR anything that you like. We have Ahem Atma and we have Sip Prakash. Two people opening the questions. Ahem Atma. Ahem Atma, Paramatma. Where is Ahem Atma? Ahem Atma has lost the connection. Sip Prakash, your Bluetooth is on and we can hear you by echo coming back.
Namaste, Guruji. Is it
Namaskar.
echoing?
Namaskar. Echo, yes. You are a brand. You're branded for echoing.
Oh, I wanted to ask a silly question. Today I was listening to that program, seeing that program Aapki Adalat, and they showed Mamta Kulkarni, you know, the famous actress, how she achieved.
I'm not
become a
familiar.
sadhvi.
Continue.
She has become a sadhvi.
Okay.
In Mahakumbh Mela, they crowned her as the of that Nikkar Akhada. One of the Akhadas, she became the head.
Okay.
So they were showing how she got enlightened, awakened. So she was giving her this thing, statement. She says even in Bollywood, she was very holy. And during this Navratra, she used to fast only on water for 9 days. And the 10th day, she went to Hotel Taj and she had 2 shots of whiskey. And after that, the whole body became hot and she was awakened, she's telling. So a funny story which I heard. And after that, she was implicated in all the drugs case with Vicky Goswami. And she did tapasya for 23 years in Dubai, she says, in a hotel. And 12 years she was, what is that?
Why do you enjoy these stories?
I was telling you the story, how I felt. And she became in this Mahakumbh Mela, suddenly they made her what is the pramukh of one of those akhadas, Kinnar Akhada.
Lot of stories in Mahakumbh. Let us see. There is a logical, practical way of spirituality.
Right.
And if you want to follow this way of religion, you can get lost. So it is for us to grow beyond religion, beyond the ritual, beyond these superstitions. Let us move upwards. There is an enlightenment. My guru told me enlightenment is a awakening by realization. Even Vivekananda said, you need jnana. You need that jnana. You need that awakening. So let us not lose track
I just
of it.
related this. I found it very funny. So I thought I could share it.
Because there's nobody else asking question, I'll let you take the time.
Yeah, that's why I put for this. question.
But now we have got Krishna and we have got AiR coming back. Okay. Yes, Krishna. Krishna and AiR.
शिवोहम मेरा भी बहुत सिली क्वेश्चन है.
नहीं, silly question कुछ नहीं है. Only
No, it is not a very important question, but still, yesterday we were talking about forecasting and prediction, etc. But the realized masters do have what you call foresightedness. That is a quality of enlightened masters. For example, when Dadaji asked you to stop the business, he was so confident that it will only make you higher. But any other person cannot. That is, he spoke with a kind of a foresightedness. Is that prediction or what is that?
No, it is intuition. It is called intuition. What is intuition? You know what is intuition?
Yeah.
Intuition is when you are in consciousness. Okay, now I'm telling you logically. Everything I explained to you is just like through the hat or through logic.
Logic.
Okay, now I'm giving you the logical answer. Suppose you are in consciousness, you are in complete consciousness, correct? This consciousness is what?
It is connecting to that supreme consciousness.
So if you are in that consciousness and you're connecting to the supreme consciousness, then are you capable of having foresight? Are you capable of having intuition or not?
Yes, you can.
Like that. So such people will not do any bakwas foresight. तो okay, तुम्हारा दो बच्चा होगा, तो बेटी होगा, तो बेटा होगा. Will they talk of those things? That type of foresight is all bakwas.
That means that is interfering with SIP.
Yeah, that is interfering with karma law. But if suppose I have a foresight, suppose I'm in complete consciousness, I have a foresight, some seeker tells me I'm going to do like this, right or wrong. In my intuition, in my consciousness, I see what is right and what is wrong. I tell them. There's anything wrong in that?
No.
So please understand logically. I like you to understand very logically. Everything has to be logical.
Sure.
So in that consciousness, when you are in SIP consciousness, when you are connected with supreme consciousness, definitely you have got power to be able to have intuition. It's called intuition. It's called telepathy. For example, you're trying to connect Bluetooth. If you don't switch on your Bluetooth, will the Bluetooth get connected? Just like a Bluetooth can get connected, just like a Wi-Fi can get connected, so our individual consciousness can connect to supreme consciousness, can interact, can get intuition, can get flashes. But it will not be used for bakwas. It will not be used for silly things. Are you in sync what I'm saying?
Yes.
So don't get, if I say something wrong, I don't ask you to accept. You question me. No, I don't understand. I don't agree. Ask. But I'm trying to explain to you how, actually people who misuse their so-called power, they are not really enlightened. It is the people who are enlightened, even if they have a power, they will keep that power silently. Though they can have a foresight, though they have an intuition, they will not make show of it.
So they will not. But do I have time to continue? Because these are not very relevant questions, but these are things which we have heard. Because the enlightened masters ke samne, when even people sit, for example, in the gospel, there are so many stories of miracles happening before Sri Ramakrishna. The visions people get, the visions. So all that is very mystical. So you don't believe in any of those kind of theories or stories?
So how will you do it now? Now will you be mystical or you will try to understand it logically?
I will understand, but see, sir, why because they say if you are in front of a guru, we are trying to understand, but they say a guru ka presence, of course, a guru ka teachings or a guru ka sparsh or a drishti or a can also transform you. It need not be that. Nahi.
This is only, see, a guru may look at you. That look must connect you, that you must listen. This is not some magic. This is logic. The guru's love for you, the guru's connectivity with you will create that bridge through which information will flow.
Sir, Abhi, I don't explain the whole story, but please, sir, when you get time, please read. I don't know whether you already know the story of the father of Bengali theatre. His name is Girish Ghosh. His experience with Sri Ramakrishna. It is fabulous. It is so mystical. The vision, the entire people in the satsang got because he said a particular line to Sri Ramakrishna. So all that is written in gospel. So it takes you to another.
I'm only telling you, I've given you the way to understand whether it is mystical. You can easily understand, is it consciousness? Is it connecting to supreme consciousness and getting intuition? I've given you the principle. If you can understand it, understand it. Now, suppose.
But the underlying thing is, for example, my guru is an enlightened soul, and he is having that supreme consciousness. Is there any way that I also get into that magnetic field and I also experience little? No.
If you are in complete sync with your guru, then yes. If you are not in sync with your guru, how? If I have a Wi-Fi and you connect to my Wi-Fi signal through my password, then you can connect to my Wi-Fi. But without connecting to the Wi-Fi, just automatically, how can you do it? So I'm just trying to make you all understand everything logically should be understood. Now, for example, the miracle, they talk of miracles, the sea separated and people walked across. People say that was not like that. It was low tide, high tide. What happened? We don't want, and Krishna, ultimately.
That is myth. That is myth. What I'm speaking was not very old story. It happened, and people have written that.
So you try to understand with your consciousness and see if you cannot understand, then tell me.
Yeah.
Okay, but what we are talking about is practical, logical, spiritual awakening. This is the truth. We have to go by this truth. And I don't want to give you all some fundas which are not good fundas. It's not good for me to give you all like that. Okay. Aham Atma, Chidanand, Atmanand. We have 3 questions. Yes, sir. Aham Atma.
Yeah. Good evening, Guruji.
Sir.
Yes. Today I have sent you a message actually. This is relating to Kaizen is nothing but an increment improvements over the period of time. This is the Japanese concept. Even the Vivekananda, while he was on the way to USA, he wanted the Indians also to come and see Japan, something like that. Why the Kaizen's concepts cannot be incorporated into our spirituality?
We've
Why
already
I'm
made it.
saying is that
We have
even
already
though
we have already made it into a topic of discussion for tomorrow or day after tomorrow. You know what is Kaizen?
okay,
You
that
know
is
what is
one thing.
Kaizen? What is the definition of
Kaizen is a
Kaizen?
yeah you no आप बोलेंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा sir. Yeah, please.
Kaizen is small,
Yeah.
seemingly insignificant, continuous, ongoing, never-ending improvements.
Never-ending improvements.
What is Kaizen? Kaizen is small, seemingly insignificant, continuous, ongoing, never-ending improvement.
Okay.
And spirituality can
Guruji,
have Kaizen, and we will have one session.
yeah. गुरुजी मैं आज मेरा माँ जी को आपको इंट्रोड्यूस करना चाहता हूँ. She is attending this call from November 10th, 2.5 months के ऊपर. Only 1 minute. Her name is Revati. She is also Atman in Revati, just like
But
you.
is she connecting on
Ma'am.
Galaxy? How she's connecting on Galaxy number or what?
No. She is coming in my line. She is. I'm with her.
आपके में
Sound up.
नमस्ते गुरुजी.
Namaste.
नमस्ते
Welcome.
गुरुजी, बहुत खुश हूँ आपसे मिलकर. नमस्ते. मैं तो
Welcome, Mama.
अनपढ़ी
Welcome.
हूँ. हेलो. मैं तो सब नवंबर से मैं आपका एक दिन भी मिस नहीं करते. हेलो हेलो. एक दिन भी मैं मिस नहीं करती हूँ. आपका कॉल अटेंड करती हूँ. काफी मैं लर्न हुआ. ज्यादा मैं जानती नहीं, लेकिन थोड़ा मैं जानती हूँ.
आपको समझ में आता है ना?
आपका कॉल में आता. हाँ, जरूर समझ में आता है.
वो जाता है.
आप लोग से मिले.
आपका कृष्णन अहम आत्मा हो गया.
हाँ, हम आत्मा हो गया. मैं भी आरा मीन्स रेवती आरा मुदन मेरा नाम है.
Okay, very good. आप जब भी आपको क्वेश्चन पूछना है आप पूछ सकते हैं क्वेश्चन, ओके?
जो आप लोग के सामने कैसा पूछ सकता है?
नहीं आप पूछो,
कृष्णन पूछता है वही
कुछ भी क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं आप.
अच्छा.
Ahmatma, please guide her how to ask question if she wants to ask.
Yeah.
Thank
Sir,
you, Amma.
actually, she's not having that much command in English. She can able to talk to you in Hindi. She knows Tamil and English, but she can
Hindi,
understand whatever we speak in English.
yeah, and Hindi she can ask question. No, Hindi we are able to understand.
Hindi she can. Okay. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. And Kaizan we will do one day. We will do a full session on Kaizan. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Chidanand Atmanand. Sir. You don't have a voice, or you have a voice problem, or?
I have, sir, I got a thought. Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you. You have a connection problem or a vocal problem?
Maybe connection. Problem only I was host voice. Nothing else.
Okay, I can hear you. I can barely understand, but I can please speak.
No, I was saying that in when I went to an accident, I said, following back, when I had Selvi had asked, is there any way to surrender? Find ego and body. And I said, yes. I personally feel that your protection helped me to come out of that time threatening event. So,
If you're
protection
talking about
is there.
your accident, right?
Yes.
So remember this, you were able to come out of that accident because you connected to your mentor in a divine spiritual way.
Yes.
So that is nothing magical. That is nothing mystical. It is your ability.
The Wi-Fi was connected to the password, and I don't think.
So here, for those of you who cannot understand, Chidanand had a very life-threatening accident. And when he had that very dangerous accident, at that time he said, I had surrendered to you. He told me I had surrendered myself. And at that time, when his connection is better, he can explain. Huh?
A week back, you said people to surrender on the Zoom call, and I had instinctively surrendered.
So 1 week back, before the accident, I told him, are you ready to surrender? He said, I surrender completely. And in that accident, the car got completely smashed. But he was sitting outside on the footpath. He was not touched. He was perfectly okay. So Krishna will say, how mystical, how this magical. So some things are karmic, some things are divine intervention. So we cannot relate it to being something mystical. No, it is very powerful. I am asking you one simple thing, Chidanand and the rest of you, Krishna, please pay attention. SIP is so powerful. SIP is so powerful. What is it that SIP cannot do? You may fall from 100th floor building. You may fall into a pack of mattresses and be saved. SIP can do it. SIP can do anything. Let us be clear. SIP can do anything. Okay, Chidanand, anything else?
Only I think I would like to quote Bhagavad Gita. Sarva dharman parityaja mam ekam sharanam.
Now your connection is, unfortunately, your connection, that Sanskrit, I cannot communicate on your behalf. So you have to have a better connection, come back or switch off your video and try if you want to switch off your video. You want to switch off your video and try?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Speak now, speak.
Yeah, I'm speaking actually. Can you hear me?
No, your voice is completely muffled. Can you all hear him? Can you all hear clearly or cannot hear? No, nobody can. Your voice is like very, very muffled. Difficult to understand. Will you try to come back? We'll let you continue your talk once you come back. In the meanwhile, log in again. Please log in again, Atmanand. And log in with better Wi-Fi or data. Atmanand.
Shivam Guruji. So
Shivam.
I also have a silly question. So
Sunday is meant for silly questions. So Sunday you can ask silly question.
We can call it Silly Sunday.
Silly Sunday. Okay, we'll call it Silly Sunday.
So what I wanted to ask you was, is there an age limit for enlightenment?
No. You can be enlightened at 8. You can be enlightened at 98. Let me explain to you. No, not again logical. Again logical. How can a child of 8 be enlightened? So this is a person who has just escaped enlightenment and is born. Then at 4, 5, 6, 7 becomes very religious, very devout, very much like a yogi, and gets a flash of awakening. Possible. I'm not saying probable. Very rare. Very, very rare. And a person who has not achieved up to 90 years, 92, 94, 96, 98, just one day before hitting the bucket, gets that spark. Because there is mumukshutva, there is that deep longing. Prabhu, 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 Prabhu. There's no age limit. But understand the point I'm telling you. A person who has enlightened or realized it cannot happen without them understanding it. You can't have a 3-year-old say 3-year-old enlightened. Now 3-year-old doesn't know the meaning of what is enlightenment. Even 8 years, very difficult. For that matter, after you are 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, more chances of you getting. Most likely people who are at 20, 25, 30 these days, only after 30, real chances. And then it can be 30, 40, 50, 60, any age.
Yeah, so can I make another comment?
Yeah.
Yeah, so after your question yesterday, I think it was a mind-related question, but anyway, so I also went to Chat GPT and I asked it to predict my future. So says that currently I am in Budh Mahadasha according to Chat GPT, and he says in 2041 I will go to Ketu. At that time, that dasha will be favorable for moksha.
Now see how nicely they make people pay money. Now you have to pay money for this robotic answers, and the people who are making robots are very happy. You are paying money. There's no Chat GPT which is free of cost. Every Chat GPT you are directly or indirectly paying money for it. It's a business.
So we have to now see whether Chat GPT is right or wrong.
Okay, 2042, you please remember, make note of it, and we will review if we both are alive. Siba, Karma.
Pranam Guruji. Guruji, according to our karma, we are facing problems. You are saying you said in this Instagram. So by using intellect, we can overcome that problem. Okay. But while using that, in that also, there are, I'm not the sufferer, I'm not BME, everything is okay. But in this content, Guruji, we have while facing the problem, suppose somebody has to raise the voice, somebody has to be strong to tackle the problem. So again, we are not facing the karma, Guruji, then.
No, you are doing it as a divine instrument. It's fine. Hey, keep quiet. ऐसा बोल सकता है.
हाँ, मैं वही बोला ना.
As long as you're doing it as a divine instrument, no problem.
Okay.
But, and also you're giving me a good idea. Anybody wants to ask questions of Insta, you all can ask in Zoom also. Suppose there's a question of Insta, many people are coming to Insta, they're telling me how to ask question on Insta. I don't answer question on Insta. So if there's any problem like this, you can ask on Zoom. Siva, good Siva.
Thank you.
Siva, आजकल आप शांत में हैं, सब कॉन्शियसनेस में सब अच्छा है ना?
आप बोलो तो गुरुजी. I want certification from you.
You are looking very peaceful. You are looking very peaceful. शांत में हो ना, मैं पूछ रहा हूँ. बस be like this. Be like this. Be in contemplation, meditative में, शांत में रहो, अच्छा खुशी रहो. Be happy.
Thank you, Guruji.
Siva. Siva. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly.
Okay. My question is, yesterday we were talking about, you were saying that we make sometimes wrong choice that leads to suffering.
Yes.
Right? So
yes.
What is that force which is pushing you towards that to make wrong choice?
Mind.
Are we in mind state, or it is do we
mind.
make wrong choice?
Obviously mind or ego. One of the two, mind or ego, is pushing you. Who the only people, the only two forces that are criminal in our life are mind and ego. Two criminals we have.
Okay, but once I have made, this is for an example I'm saying, once I have made a wrong choice, again I make another wrong choice to make the first one correct. That means I feel that there is some force which is pushing you against your will. That is what I feel. Is it right?
Yeah, it is your ignorant mind. Of course it is right. But you must know what is that force. It is your ignorant mind.
Okay.
I'm asking you, suppose you are in consciousness and you activate your intellect. Is it possible for that force to work?
Okay. Doesn't karma come in
No, no. Where is karma? Nothing to do with karma.
Okay.
Karma is what is already happening. What is going to happen, what is currently happening, not what has happened. Karma is what has already happened in your life.
Okay.
And what is unfolding outside. Suppose right now you go outside your house, you see a lame dog. That lame dog came in front of you, nothing you're doing. By karma, it came in front of you. You take a stick and you hit that dog. Why did you hit that dog? Because you thought that dog bit you last week. Now, where is the question? Why did you think that dog bit you last week? It was not that dog that bit you. And even if that dog bit you, why are you eating back the dog? I'm just giving an example. It's only because you're in mind state.
Okay. Okay. And another question. I feel those previously it used to be there that Gurukul system was there. Huh?
Yes.
There was nothing apart from spirituality and spirit talks and everything was only that. So that time those disciples had a great chance of becoming an enlightened masters later. But since we are not that way, we are not in a Gurukul. So that is why it is taking more time for us to.
No, Gurukul only when you are children. No, now you are finished that opportunity of Gurukul. That's over.
Okay.
Gurukul used to exist long ago. Now again Gurukuls have started. But Gurukul must have a good guru, na? Without a guru, how can you have Gurukul?
Yes, right. Guru is a must.
If you're just imparting knowledge from a teacher, then it is not Gurukul. It is a teacher kul. It is not a Gurukul. क्या बोलते हैं हिंदी में टीचर अध्यापक Okay. Sometimes I struggle for Hindi words. Okay, karma. Thank you, Siva. One more.
And other thing I feel that when we like these days AI, Chat GPT and all is coming. If I go through that, if something that is discourages me, and I don't like to go through all those things, because whatever we get from you is more than I feel. That is that's my view, that whatever we learn from you is more than enough, instead of going through all these things, which may bring you down from your state.
So this Chat GPT is not like what Atmanand just today gave us a funny story, right? What did he say? He asked Chat GPT about his and let Chat GPT told him that in 2042 something. What this is all jokes. This is nothing serious. It's all jokes.
Okay. Yes.
So we have to stay away from it. We have to be. See, let me tell you, there's a way to live a life with peace, with love, with bliss. There's a beautiful way to live life. This is where we are trying to write the book, AiR Philosophy. One more book I have written. It's called How to Live Life. That book will be published next month. But AiR Philosophy of Life will take 2 months to come. But we must learn to live. How to live with peace. When problems come, how to deal with problems, how to live in consciousness, how to accept, how to surrender. If we learn to live like this, we are all set.
Yes, I prefer to read your books and listen to the podcast rather than going through all kinds of other things, which I think sometime back I thought that will help me, but now I have stopped it completely. That doesn't help me. Only your books and your podcast.
I have told you all. I have told you not just because it is my books, I have told you this much for those of you who attend this call. Beyond what I'm telling you in this call, you don't need anything else.
Yes.
This is
Okay.
more than enough. More than enough.
Yes, definitely it's more than
Then
enough.
it's up to you if you trust that one doctor gave somebody one vitamin. Then he took another doctor gave another vitamin. Then he went to the third doctor. The third doctor told you take another A to Z vitamin, A to Z everything. So he's taking 3 vitamins from 3 doctors. No need of
No.
taking these 3 vitamins. One vitamin was enough.
No need. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Thank
much.
you. Karma, Aham, Atma, Rajanand. And if Chidanand has come back. Karma,
Shivoham AiR.
Shivoham.
My question is, if a person is following all the steps to enlightenment that you have taught, however, they're not able to overcome their lust for food, body, luxuries, comfort, everything else is fine. It's just this aspect that they're not able to overcome. How would their enlightenment journey be? How would it get affected because of this one vasana for everything?
When you are having this vasana, what does it mean? It means that you are slave of the mind. It means you are still not transcended your ego. It means that you have no control of your senses. It means that you have not realized you are the divine soul. How can you be enlightened?
That's
Let
true.
me tell
Like
you.
obviously they want to.
Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you. Suppose somebody is crazy about sweets. Crazy means they eat like 20 gulab jamuns a day. I'm just giving an example. Okay. After enlightenment, suppose they eat one small piece of gulab jamun in a day. That's nothing wrong in that. But they have to be a master. Enlightenment means you are a master.
But
You can't be a slave. You can't be a slave. You can't crave till your grave and be enlightened. You can't.
Absolutely. I am with you on this. It's just I wanted to understand how their enlightenment journey would be affected because they're doing everything else. It's just this one thing, and
They will
sometimes
overcome.
it gives an
They will overcome it.
impression.
No, they will overcome it.
Okay.
I'm
It
telling
will
you, I
take
can
time, but
guarantee.
they'll overcome it.
I guarantee you, if such a person is attending this call every day, I guarantee you they will give it up.
Got it. Understood.
Not because I am forcing anybody to give it up. I automatically, by listening to the call, you will give up. You don't have to. You don't have to follow me. I hope you're getting what I'm saying.
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
The person who's attending this call, listening to the question answers, such a person has to get the spark. Has to. Has to. There is no question.
Okay, thank you. And I have one conundrum, a little difficult situation related to my small pet cat. It might come off as not related, but I'm thinking in terms of how it affects me and that जीव जीव तो वो भी है जीवात्मा नहीं जीव है so I'm kind of confused whether I should get her a spade and or wait for her to create a family, but I see her going through that phase and it's quite difficult for me as well and her as well, but I don't want her to go through that surgery because I feel that one, I don't have her consent, I don't understand whether she's consenting to it or not, and I don't want to kind of control her future. So
So
I'm confused.
answer as follows. See, you have to be in silence, in consciousness, and the answer will come to you. Just be in silence and don't be in mind state. Be in consciousness, listen to me. By tomorrow, you will get the answer if you sit 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes without getting up. Write that point, write your point down on a piece of paper. Be silent, be in meditativeness. I guarantee you the answer will come to you.
I'll try that definitely, and then I should act
Surely.
on it.
But you should not be on the mind state, in consciousness. Okay?
Yes, absolutely, because I really don't want to hurt her in any way,
No,
and
you will
I
not be hurting. You are not doing. You will become a divine instrument. You go. You tell Sip, I'm in silence. You tell me what is to be done. Sip will tell you. You follow that.
okay. Thank you.
Ultimately, it is that cat's karma. It is not your. It is only you're only being a divine instrument. And if you're in silence and you ask SIP to give the answer, I do this hundreds of times. Hundreds of times, SIP will talk. SIP talks to me every day. Not talks as in voice, but the inner voice talks. SIP is inside us. The answer will come.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I am Atma Rajanand Chidanand.
Guruji, I have completed the realization. Yeah. Am I audible, Guruji? Today, am I audible? Yeah.
Yes.
I have completed the realization of Yogi, your book today fully. I have completed mostly for the last 1 week. I was going through it. In that, I have one query. You have mentioned, you told your guru that you have started experiencing God in the bee, the flower, butterfly, and everything. Your Guruji told you that don't experience it, make it as a realization. Move from experience to realization. What it meant by that? I really understand that.
Actually, I used to see the beautiful things, and I used to think that they are created by God. So I used to always think they are created by God. Oh, what a beautiful flower! What a beautiful bee! All these, ये प्रभु, ये वो कौन चित्रकार है, वो कौन चित्रकार, वो कौन चित्रकार है. I used to think like this. There's a bhajan I have written, one bhajan, Ashok Nichani's favorite bhajan. ये कौन वो कौन चित्रकार है. So later, when this is called experiencing, you experience SIP in everything beautiful. But later you realize that is SIP only now.
Okay, understood.
So suppose I look at the clouds and I experience God is creating such a beautiful sunset. God is not creating the beautiful sunset. God is the beautiful sunset.
Okay.
So when he used to laugh, my Guruji used to laugh and tell me, oh, you're experiencing, very good. Now you must realize. Oh, you're experiencing, very good. Now you must realize.
Okay. I have another query to you also.
Yes.
In 2023, I have come across to a newspaper, whether maybe in Tamil newspaper or some English newspaper. In 2023, our Supreme Court has legalized the mercy killing. Kerala has already legislated, and some other state, yesterday, they have legislated that actually. Even though a person is in the terminal case of an illness or whatever is there, whether it is an individual, all individuals put together only we call it as a nation. Whatever may be, whether an individual is killing or it is legalized by the nation is doing, mercy killing is a mercy killing. Whether the karma will affect whoever comes, whether the judge, the person who has created the law, or the person who executes it by removing all the essentials in the ICU, whether the karma will affect them.
Are you sure it is legal in India? I thought it was not legal in India.
No, not legal. Some Supreme Court judgment has come in 2023. Kerala was the first. Tomorrow I will check it. In some newspaper today I saw it. After Kerala.
According to my understanding, it is not legal. Mercy killing in India is not legal according to my understanding.
In 2023, government has given, Supreme Court has given a verdict.
Please check.
Based on that, Kerala has done it. Some other state has yesterday done it. I will check it and I will tell you tomorrow. Whether karma
let me tell you, we should not interfere in death.
We should not.
Simple logic. If somebody is suffering, that means what is the suffering because of?
Suffering because of karma.
Why we should interfere in that suffering?
Because we are unable to see our near and dear suffering.
So we can give morphine, we can give medication, we can give everything, but we cannot kill. We cannot kill. We should not kill. We have no business to kill. I am Atma. We have no business to kill anybody.
Okay. But this news is correct, sir. I will come with the thing tomorrow. Actually,
I know. It is legal in countries like Switzerland. I believe you can. Some countries have got legalization. I think some states of America also. I think it is legal. I'm not sure.
No. But Kerala has already done it, and some other state yesterday it has done it. In today's newspaper, I saw somewhere. I will speak about it tomorrow, surely, please. Yeah.
Thank you, Rajanand, Chidanand, Atmanand. Yeah. Rajanand, Chidanand, Atmanand. Unmute.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, sir.
Sir, we know that we have we can move from Bhakti Yoga to Gyan Yoga to Karma Yoga to Dhyan Yoga. Then we have another that is called Prema Yoga. I was thinking on that. I was thinking that at least three yogas I was on thinking on this Gyan Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. That Prem Yoga needs to be complemented with all these three yogas. Gyan Yoga plus Prema Yoga has to be there. Karma Yoga plus Prema Yoga has to be there. Bhakti Yoga plus Prema Yoga has to be there. How? Sir, suppose I say that he's a Karma Yogi. Then he can be in the state of non-doership. Only when he loves the act also, when he loves everything also, when he loves his doing, so he can be non-doer also. So in that way we can इसको fusion कर सकते हैं दोनों. It can't be a separate thing.
If you want to do fusion, you can, but they are all separate states of yoga. The yoga is one. For example, today I am sitting in meditation. There is no prema yoga, nothing. There's only dhyana. Dhyana yoga. Then I go to bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. I'm in bhakti. There's no nothing, only bhakti. I go to karma yoga.
सर उसपे प्रेम भी आता है ना साथ.
ना वो भक्ति है, वो प्रेम नहीं है, वो प्रेम नहीं. When you go to karma yoga is Shiv Jnani Jan Seva Vivekanande. So you are serving people as God.
As God, yeah.
You don't have any prema. You have seva bhav. You have got the seva bhav. You are serving God. And Jnana Yoga, for example, you are only in the jigyasu state. You are constantly trying to get the awakening experience or the awakening realization. Prema Yoga is सब में प्रभु को देख के सबसे प्यार करना, प्रभु से प्यार करने का एक ही है रास्ता, सबसे प्यार कर लो. That is completely separate. All the time you love everybody. You may be doing anything. You may be doing karma yoga. You may be doing anything. But you are in a mode of prema yoga. Means your love is uniting you with the Prabhu. It can, two yogas can come one over the other. There is no problem. But you are the primary, if you are primary karma yoga, then prema yoga is secondary. If you are primary prema yoga, then karma yoga is secondary. It all depends upon which is your primary state of yoga. But they can overlap. What you're saying, they can overlap. वो fusion की बात, they can overlap. ठीक है? Chidanand, I hope your sound is good. Zimbumba, Kulja Simpson. Yes.
Clear now properly?
Yeah. See, now Zimbumba. Oh yeah, Kulja Simpson. Tell us now.
I was just trying to make a point. If we have even in Bhagavad the importance of state. Team place Krishna says, Sarvatman Parityaja Mame Comfort. Unless you surrender your own self, all other laws of possession, etc., can be taken care. And actually, we say, Mahaguru. See, he is God. Otherwise, there is no way of knowing God, seeing God, experiencing God. So, to become some better. So that element of surrender and then working on the one Wi-Fi, as you rightly said, that if that soul pain state doesn't come, I think then the sheet of the which is always many people experience, I have experienced that here maybe your astrologers say, or maybe their predictions. Towards perfection, to surrender will automatically take care of any things or not happenings.
So I'll tell you, when I used to see my guru as a God, when I used to take my guru as a manifestation of God, right? For me, there was complete devotion. There was complete surrender. That was my way. What was I? I was zero, absolutely zero. If you see some of the pictures of me and Dada,
Every Shisha has to be like that.
So every Shisha may not be like that. If every Shisha is like that, they will become like the Guru. So
they become not the way of
So I told, for example, TODD, trust, obey, don't disobey. So we have got many methods, many mantras that we have to follow. If we do, if suppose we think, hey, what is Guru man? Hey, kya Guru kya janta? If that was the attitude I had with my Guru, I would never reach today where I am today. So we have, huh?
Mind plays newspaper.
So I don't know why. What is wrong? Again, your sound is gone queen like that. So I hope it's only today.
Yeah, it's Wi-Fi problem.
Wi-Fi problem. Okay, but we can hear you. But better than last time, we can hear you. Okay, we have got no Atmatre. And then if Sunday you don't have questions, we can give chutti. Silly Sunday. Atmatre. Well, Atmanand, not Atmatre. Atma is back. I'm thinking that I'm closing the call. Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to add a comment to what Atma said. So I think the active mercy killing is illegal in India, but passive mercy killing is legal actually.
Means what?
Active means you cannot take an injection and kill one person, but if somebody is in a vegetative state and you want to remove ventilator, that can be done.
Okay, removing ventilator is okay, but giving an injection to kill somebody.
So that is known as active mercy killing. That is not legal in India.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying the point. But passive mercy, that is, passive mercy killing has been around for hundreds. Yeah, you don't have to forcefully. For that matter, suppose your mother is sick in your house and you don't have money to take her to hospital, she dies. So what? That's not a crime, no. I don't have money to take my mother to hospital, and that's it. Good clarification. Atma is back. I don't know whether he has one more subject on this matter or some other matter. Atma, did you hear? Atma, unmute.
I think I'm waiting for me to get unmuted. That is the thing. Sir, January 24, 2023, it is a fact actually. January 24, 2023, Supreme Court has allowed the mercy killing. The first state to implement was Kerala. The second state is Karnataka. On 31st January, they have given one notification legalizing the mercy killing. Mercy killing in the sense those persons who are continuously there admitted in the hospital for the incurable diseases. They have given certain guidelines. There must be first group of doctors, second group of doctors, all the stages it has to pass. One minister from Karnataka, Dinesh Gundurao, he has announced on 31st January. It is from Karnataka.
Can they give injection and kill, or only they can take out the ventilator?
They can take out the ventilator. Uske baare mein utna pata nahi hai. But they can remove the ventilator and other things like that.
That's okay. But what Atmanand says, they cannot give injection to kill.
Okay, that is different. But whether you are going to kill,
you heard what he said. One is called active mercy killing. One is called passive mercy killing. So active is not allowed.
But whatever is there, when we are taking the life of one person, it is a murder. Whether you are actively doing or passively doing, it amounts to remove.
Ventilator is not a natural way to live.
Okay.
So if you take off the ventilator, if God wants them to live, they will live as long as they want to live.
Correct.
That's a matter of choice. Who wants to put ventilator? Who doesn't want to put ventilator?
Correct. This is only Karnataka government, sir. January 31st, they have given the notification. Okay, one another query. Sir, I realized that I am a soul. When I am in the Sakshi Bhav, I think mind and the body, I'm creating a distance between me, what is the real me, and what is the false me. There is 3 false me are there. One is body, one is mind. That mind creates I, me, and mine. When I am now ego. Yeah. Ego, you have given a good definition in one of the previous question paper, which I was going through. When you remove E, D will come. Then in that case, you can see that a God in dog, something like that. You always remove E and the D will come, something like that you said. My query is, when I can able to be in a Sakshi Bhav always, I can able to distance myself from my body, my mind and ego. But sometimes, some persons are saying, when I'm slipping from consciousness to the mind consciousness, say for example, I'm getting anger, I'm arguing with somebody or some other thing. Suddenly, within 1 minute or 5 minutes, I'm gaining back my consciousness. Maximum within 2-3 minutes, I'm coming back to consciousness. Whatever may be the serious things are there. Can we give such a kind of an instruction with the help of an intellect through the mind that you have to be killed, or something like that? When we want to be, you see, in an office, if we want to get the work done, somebody is not at all doing samadana beda danda, we have to use it actually. Similarly, for mind, I know that consciousness is the master of everything. If that be the case, can we give a command to the thing so that, always I will be in a state of Sachidanand? Because mind is not listening. If that be the case, boss is controlling a servant like that, can we do that?
See, sometimes I told you, we should not lose our temper. Sometimes we are able to use our temper in consciousness.
Okay.
Losing temper is a problem. Using temper is allowed in consciousness.
Okay.
If you are able to use. So I think that the moment you are in consciousness, these problems will not happen. And if the problem happens where you slip into mind state or slip into ego state, it's a matter of seconds you will come back. Seconds.
Perfect. I
So
agree
that is
that.
okay. That is okay but a person who is a Satchidanand Atma, a person who is living as a Jivan Mukta Sthit Pragya, that
Yeah.
person will not even lose that for a second also they will not lose.
Correct. Sir, you have mentioned in the realization of yogi, even after attaining enlightenment on 2014 in some aeroplane or something, still it took 2-3 years. You were also struggling with the mind, something like that you said actually.
Of course.
Huh?
Not
Very good.
struggling, but
Sir,
I was going through the process of metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis.
My
Okay.
metamorphosis took from 2014 to 15, 16, 17. I always admit it took about 2-3 years for me to be completely cleansed.
Completely cleansed.
From
Now,
2018, I think I have reached that level.
but nowadays for you, it is not even missing even for a second, sir, just to understand, Jaisa
What
Guru
is not
Vaisa
mi-
Shishya Hona Chahiye.
what is not missing?
No. What I'm saying, you are always in the consciousness. Sometimes now also your mind slips, or because even though a
The
person
mind,
is a Jivan
no,
Mukta, yeah.
the mind may come like this. The mind may come like this, right? But the mind does not stay. You push it away.
Push it away.
Mind
Okay.
will, because you don't permit you, because you have locked the mind.
You
So
lock the mind.
very
Okay.
rarely, very rarely, it's like you tie a dog. You tie a dog. Very rarely the dog will escape from the leash and come running. I'm giving an analogy to you. The dog is tied with a leash.
Okay. But
How the dog
killing
will
of the
come?
how the dog?
If you tie the dog with a leash, how the dog will come?
You have to push it to you.
No.
Push towards.
It cannot come and but it cannot run around. No.
It
But
cannot.
sometimes, once in a way, sometimes it loses opens the leash and comes running. Mind is like that.
Even for a jnani, this state is that mind state will come. That is what you are saying, actually.
It does not come often, but once in a way it can appear.
Okay. You said in your book that we have to kill the mind, but actually killing mind is not at all possible. It looks actually in some way or rather that ahankar to aata hai man mein. It is
Ahankar, you have to is a separate issue altogether. You have to
no,
be able
अहंकार
to.
नहीं अहंकार मुझसे नहीं है I understood. प्रभु तू ही सब करता है वो सब जानता हूँ. This mind, sir, but you said that in your book that these are all the doubts what I have completed in your book. I am asking, mind is nothing but a bundle of toxic thoughts, you are saying, but in the book it is not like that. It is written as bundle of thoughts only. It is written actually.
Toxic, that is toxic thought. So when you still the mind, you kill the
Okay.
mind. When you still the mind, you kill the mind. But like a phoenix, I also say in the book, the mind is like a phoenix. The phoenix will rise from the ashes.
Okay. Only one thing, this suffer no more, like that one book is there. That also I started going through. I think the message what you wanted to give is, I am not the doer, I am not the sufferer. Something like that. Am I
I
right?
am not the sufferer. Yes, I am not the sufferer.
I am not the sufferer.
If you
That will be the
realize,
end of all problems.
yeah, if you
Someday.
realize I'm
I mean,
not the body, not the mind, not the ego, then how can the soul does not suffer?
Okay. Sir, one another query also. Sir, I was going through some 3 minutes. Definitely, I will forward that some Guruji ka 3 minutes ka. Only 3 minutes ka jo bhi conversation hai. It has happened in 2010. सर ये बोलने में सब अच्छा लगता है, ये मेरा बॉडी नहीं है, ये मेरा मन नहीं है, ये मेरा ईगो नहीं है, ये सब बोलने में अच्छा लगता है. एक one devotee has asked that guru. Today I saw that video of that. It is only 3 minutes. After completing this, I will forward to you.
So what's the problem?
Whether that guru what he says is correct. You are my guru. I'm asking this just
Okay,
to
send it.
assume that I'm meeting with some accident, getting my leg broken. उसमें तो ये मेरा शरीर नहीं है तो बोल नहीं सकता, because I am realizing the pain. One devotee was asking, in the good times, it is very easy to say that I'm not the mind, I'm not the body. It is very, very easy. Anybody can be bol sakta hai, I can be in the state of Sachit Anand. But whenever we write the exam, like getting cancer, getting affected by some accident or some other thing, getting humiliated by some other thing. Say, for example, in my case, some accident has happened, some person that the devotee is asking, somebody has broken the leg. उस समय it is very difficult to apply. I am not the body. Like
My
that, the
guru,
devotee has asked.
my guru was full body paralyzed. One complete body, one full side paralyzed. Small problem, big problem.
Okay. A big problem.
Biggest. My guru is laughing.
Okay.
He's telling me, तुम ही सब कुछ जानत प्रीतम, तेरी इच्छा पूरत हो. दुख में सुख में मेरे प्रीतम, तेरी इच्छा पूरत हो. Enlightened person doesn't get affected. Enlightened person
Sir,
does not get affected.
That Guruji, what reply he has given, that I am telling. Sukh mein, people never remember Almighty. Of course, we are enlightened. We are in the path of enlightenment. We know that Sip is inside. But majority dunya, they will never realize God, or they will never think about God during acha time में वो नहीं सोचता है God के द्वारा. Whenever we are affected by how to overcome this pain, how to detach yourself at the time of our leg pain or some body pain, he is giving. अच्छा से अच्छा रहने के समय में जो हैप्पीनेस जो होता है वो तो ईश्वर का रूप में देखो. जो पेन आता है उसको भी ईश्वर का रूप में देखो. इसी प्रकार करने में you can able to detach yourself. Like that he is saying. Is it correct, sir? Actually, really, I don't understand.
You send me the video.
Definitely. Within 2 minutes, I will send you that.
Chitra,
Sure.
I will reply later, but I'm not available today. Chitra and Siba, 2 more questions. Chitra Shivoham and Siba.
Yeah, as you spoke about ego. Ego is of 2 types, like enlightened ego and unenlightened ego. So those who have reached the state of enlightened ego, they will not have the doership. So they become an instrument of SIP, and SIP expresses through them. That part is very clear. But those who have unenlightened ego, there they have the ego. Ego is there. That is, the doership is there. So SIP is not expressing through them, I feel. Is it right or not?
How can SIP express to them? Because they are SIP, but they think they are a human body. How can they be SIP if they think they are the body?
So the SIP is not expressing through them. That is also right?
No. Ultimately, SIP is in them only, but they don't realize it. So therefore, they are normal human beings.
Yeah. So SIP is only providing the energy or activating the maybe instrument, but he is not involved.
SIP is the Atma. Atma is Paramatma. SIP is in every soul. Somebody who understands, realizes I am SIP, SIP is inside me, they will manifest SIP. Those who don't understand, they will just live like normal human beings and they will die.
Okay, but they are not. That is what they will manifest. SIP is enlightened ego. They manifest SIP. Unenlightened ego, they don't manifest SIP. This is
they are like normal. They are like normal body, mind, ego. They commit sin. They don't respect everybody as God.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Last question, Siba. Thank you, Chitra. Last question, Siba.
Guruji, I just wanted to share that by using the power of no, many of the queries are sorted, Guruji, and I could put my views in front of people. So from that fear I have come out. So that I have to tell you, and thank you for that.
Thank you. So always, yes, learn to say no. What she's saying, learn to say no. Sometimes you have to say no. Mahatma, you want to say something quickly, or because it's, I think time is over, 9 o'clock. I saw Mahatma's hand going up at 9 o'clock. My dear friends, today is Sunday. Atmanand calls it Silly Sunday. But the point is, in spirituality, you're not asking me, how to make pav bhaji. You're not asking me that. We are all talking of questions to do with body, mind, ego, God, karma, suffering. And if somebody asks a question which is not relevant, I'm quite in consciousness. If 100 people are on the call, I can't waste 100 people's time. So sometimes I bypass the question. I say, no, you can message me personally, or I say it's not relevant. I'm very much conscious of the people's time on this call. But Sunday is not, any question that's relevant to the topic is not a silly question. Therefore, Sunday sometimes is the best day to absorb and start a new week from a Monday onwards. With folded hands, I bow down to you.